It is about time you guys started fixing this stupid bridge. I mean, look at this thing. You would not believe what this thing feels like. And that was the good section I just went over. So, what is there that's semi-interesting to talk about today? Well, yesterday was semi-interesting. It was a Wednesday and I took off work. My wife and I were going to be doing something later in the day together. But the morning was gorgeous. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. It was about 50 degrees by 8 in the morning. It had rained during the night pretty hard. And when I got up, it was wet, puddles everywhere. But I'll tell you, that sunshine, by 11 a.m., the roads were dry. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've had times before where the rain stopped and it took 24 hours for the roads to dry. But that was a day that was no sunshine, probably a lot of humidity in the air from the rain and all that. So anyway, it was a very pleasant surprise. I jumped on my bike. And next thing I knew, I had done a 50-mile ride. It was so great in early March. And then look at this, you know, it's pretty cloudy now, but I got up this morning and it was cold. It was like 38 when I left home, but it warmed up almost to 50 degrees today. I think it's something like 45 right now. So, you know what? I said I'm doing it because tomorrow we're getting snow. My, what a difference a day makes. And next week, you know, it's still a ways away, but they're talking about a storm and, you know. Spring is close, yet so far. So I just literally at the last minute this morning said I'm taking my bike. And so here I am. Glad I did. And so anyway, weather issues aside, one thing I've been doing lately, just kind of biding time till the warm weather, is I've had a lot of little odds and ends in my garage from upgrades and things like that. I said, you know, it's time to get rid of all this stuff. I'm definitely not one of those who likes having things around that I don't use. And most of these things could have been just thrown in the trash, and it wouldn't have really mattered. But I have been an avid user of eBay for almost 20 years now. And I have sold things on eBay that most people might just leave in a dust pile somewhere or throw in the trash. So just scrounging around, I had this bike has a chrome trailing arm or rear fork swing arm. I think rear fork is the proper term. A lot of people call it a swing arm. Anyway, this bike has a chrome one on it, and when I bought the bike they gave me the original one, which was just painted black. So I had this big heavy thing around. So I threw it on eBay and I sold it. And believe it or not, the stock shock absorbers that were on this bike, which are the worst shock absorbers you could imagine, I sold those on eBay today, in fact. I also got rid of a piece of gear I wasn't using. And what else did I get rid of? I have the stock seat, which will never go back on this bike again. And those things usually go for 50 bucks, give or take. So when all was said and done, I was able to sell enough stuff to fund something else that I want to get. And that was really the goal, is let's turn all this, you know, 4 or 5 items that I'm tripping over into some cash. The other thing I had was this little Harley bag that came with this bike, and this was the real gem. This bag was very small, not really practical for carrying much more than your lunch. I mean, I would put my lunch and a change of clothes in it, and the thing was full. So I ended up getting a Tourmaster bag last year, again, on eBay. New, open box, but new. It was like almost a $200 bag, and I got it for crazy, like 30% of that. And so that alone I should have just been happy with, which I was. But I had this little Harley bag, and because it has the Harley logo in it, man, people will pay. And so a couple of guys got in a little bidding war over this bag. And then at the last minute, literally 30 seconds left on the auction, some dude comes out of nowhere, and they use the term sniping when you pick off an auction at the end, and that's what he did. So the other two guys were jacking each other up a couple bucks at a time, and this guy just came in at the end and took it. Anyway, I laughed. That was pretty funny. So it's been a good couple of weeks selling those goofy little things, and it's just been giving me a little something to do, and I have a little more space. I'm tripping over less things. And so, you know, eBay can be very useful. I've purchased a number of things over the years on eBay, which have been very helpful, including parts for my bike, my master cylinder, things like that. You know, a lot of times people will get a wrecked bike and put the parts up for sale, and you can get things that are in like new condition without paying full price. That's about what's going on. I guess this is technically a winter ride. It's probably going to be my last winter commute of winter, because spring is about 10 days away. When the spring weather will actually arrive is still up in the air, but I hope that my next video is a nice, bright, sunny, warm day. And I hope that for everyone else who is looking forward to getting on their bikes and riding in the 2017 season. So that's it, guys. That's all for now. Till next time.